welcome. I do vlog and lifestyle content. Today will be a chit chat video, and you can listen to me podcast style. You can turn me on and leave me on in the background because we're gonna be here for a bit. So grab a drink, grab a snack. We're gonna be here for a minute. In this video, I wanted to share with you guys my weekly gym routine. I often get asked what I do and what kind of workouts that I do within the week. I wanted to share with you guys my weekly gym routine, things that have helped me, things that have shown the most results for me. I'm here to say if it works for me, it may not work for you, but I wanted to share with you guys what I do so that way you guys could kind of like get an idea of what you could possibly add to your routine. And I'm here to say I am not a professional whatsoever. It's just like a lot of trial and error. I finally have figured out what works for me and my body, I feel like, and yeah, so I kind of wanted to share with you guys what I do within a week. All right, so let's get into the video. So on Mondays, I typically do legs. Like I start off with legs and glutes specifically. And I know a lot of people don't like doing legs on Mondays, but I guess for me, I don't know. It feels right. It feels right for me. And so I do legs on Monday, mostly glute focus. The first thing that I do is I get everything ready. Gotta get all my gym stuff ready. Have my gym bag. I just need to add my AirPods, so let me grab that. I still have like the first generation AirPods, so don't judge me. So when I go to the gym, I normally just put my hair in a ponytail and that's it. Like wear a hat and we're good to go. I gotta grab a towel for when I work out. So just gonna add a hat, pull out the pony, fix the front, and let's go downstairs and prepare my pre-workout. I grab my water, I get my pre-workout ready, and I do pre-workout shots. And if you don't know what that is, it's pretty much a little mixture of the pre-workout rather than a whole drink itself, because I don't like drinking a whole thing of like pre-workout. It may not be good for me to do shots, but that's kind of what I do. Right now, I am using the Women's Best pre-workout. So good, tastes so good. And I don't get like super itchy or jittery or anything. Love it. So once I get all prepped and ready, I go to the gym. I usually start off by stretching, so I stretch before I do legs. They say it's not good to stretch before you do legs, but I feel like I'm more nimble, more flexible if I do. I do light stretches before I do legs. I typically mostly do everything on the Smith machine because I am not a professional. I have not done free weights. I have never done free weights, so the Smith machine is kind of like my best friend right now because I feel like I would hurt myself if I do free weights, but who knows. All these workouts that I do are on the Smith machine and I go to Planet Fitness. So first things first, I like to start off with squats. I typically do 95 pounds. That's my max. So my max is 95 pounds on squats, but usually I start off lower than that if I haven't been in a while or I haven't done legs in a while. I start off with doing squats and I typically do 3 sets of like 10 or 12 depending on how I feel. Some days if I'm really like pushing it, like I would do 4 sets of 10. So like pretty much everything that I do on this day, I do 4 sets of 10. If not, I will bump it down to like 3 sets of 10, but it kind of depends on how my body is feeling. So that's very important. You have to listen to your body because if your body's telling you no, listen to it. Listen to it. You do not want to hurt yourself. Then I like to do the Bulgarian split squats at 95 pounds. I do 5 on each leg and I do 3 sets. Usually 3 to 4 sets. And after I do that, I like to do good mornings. Oh my gosh, good mornings are like, I feel it so much in the top part of your bum. If you have never done good mornings, highly recommend trying it on a very light weight, because you could definitely hurt yourself if you are not doing it right. You could definitely hurt your lower back. So mind muscle connection is very needed on this workout. So the last thing that I do within this set, I do hip thrust. With the hip thrust, I do about like 165 to 185. I think I do 3 sets of these and they burn so good. Love the hip thrust. It like gives you that nice plump look. And once I do all of that, I typically like to end my workouts with a light cardio with like 5 to 10 minutes on the Stairmaster, treadmill, or on the elliptical. Lately, I've been loving the elliptical, so do not sleep on the elliptical, okay? It's actually a pretty good workout if you know what you're doing. On Tuesdays, I do arm day. I am not an arm person at all. I'm pretty much that person to where I jump on and off the arm machines, okay? I don't really do free weights. I'm lazy. I don't like doing arms. I just do what I need to do to get by. To start off that day, I usually like to do cardio. That's either, like I said, the stairs, the treadmill, or the elliptical. And so I either do one of those 3 because they are actually my favorite type of cardio. After I do about like 5 or 10 minutes, I do the assisted dip machine. Pull-ups. I've been trying to learn how to do a pull-up. I've been trying to train my muscles and my lats and everything to eventually do a pull-up. I do that until like I'm tired out. After I'm done with that, I like to do the row machine. Oh my gosh, I feel so strong when I do this one. People are like, you might not be doing much, but I feel like I'm doing something, okay? I do the row machine, and that's where you like pull back, and I do about 100 pounds on that one. Yes, I know, I worked my way up there, but yeah, I do about like 100 pounds. When I do arms, I also do 3 to 4 sets of 10. Yeah, so I do 4 sets of those. And after I do the row machine, I like to do the lat pull downs because it gets like the nice toned back look, and I do 100 to 110 on there. Yes, I know, I worked my way up to it, and there I just kind of like pull down, do 4 sets of 10 on there as well. Typically my arm days are short, so after I'm done with those, one last thing that I do dead hangs. I've been doing dead hangs recently because I want to get used to the feeling of like hanging, if that makes any sense, because I want to do a pull-up one day. So I've been trying to get used to the feeling of hanging and like training my lats and back of the feeling of pulling up, if that makes any sense. So I'll put a little thing right here so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. On to Wednesday, I don't really do much on Wednesdays. I mostly do cardio. My 3 cardios that I do are either the elliptical for about like 30 to 35 minutes, or I do the treadmill and I would be on there for 25 minutes or so with like light jogging here and there. I do stairs for like 20 to 25 minutes with intervals of 3 to like 9. So either one of those, depending on how I feel, I do one of those and just kind of stick with that on Wednesdays. But typically, lately, it's been hard to stick with that routine because I'm like, oh, I don't really do much on Wednesday, so I don't go on Wednesdays sometimes, which I need to really go on Wednesdays. Thursdays, I typically do things that are like lighter, more things that are like movement focused, if that makes any sense. Like do a little bit of cardio, I do a little bit of legs and a little bit of arms, and these are mostly like very light free weights. I start off doing jump roping. I jump rope until I can't no more, and then I move on to the back extension machine to get that glute focus, like the curve, the top curve part. I usually use like a 25-pound plate at the bottom and just kind of like curl my way up, but like focus on my glute. So for that, I typically do that until I can't no more. Ooh, I just added this to my workout. So they are like elevated seated squats with a dumbbell. I typically use 20 to 25-pound dumbbells. I will put in what I'm talking about here. I recently started adding it and oh my goodness, like it challenges you and I feel so strong after. I love it. It like focuses so much on your hamstrings and I've noticed a difference. I don't know how to explain it, but I've noticed like a difference in the like toning, like the way it looks on my legs. I don't know, but I love it. All of these workouts I typically do until I'm like exhausted. And I also do RDLs as well. Like I said, it's definitely movement focused. It's not weight focused. I'll put that here so you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about. So here I'm just kind of like focused on my glute, and I'm trying to feel it mostly in my glutes. So yeah, I do the RDLs until failure, and then if I am still if I still have some energy, I typically do a light cardio. That's what I do on Thursdays. It's kind of like a light day, but not really, if that makes any sense. If I have time on Sundays, I will go in and do strictly cardio because I'm trying to not only gain muscle, but I am trying to also lose body fat. Not so much weight, but body fat. So I've been trying to incorporate more cardio, also with weights. But yeah, that is what I do at the gym. That's my weekly gym routine. It's not really anything crazy, but I feel like they're pretty intermediate. They're not advanced or anything. But I feel like some workouts are beginner friendly, especially if you start out with either free weights or lighter weights and working your way up. That's kind of like the things that work for me and things that I've noticed that have given me the best results within my body. But of course, it all comes down to what you eat. That's the main part that I struggle with. Even though I have a consistent workout routine, I still struggle with what my body needs. It's hard, but you know, you got this. You got this, okay? Like, I'm telling that to myself and I'm telling that to you. Do not feel discouraged and do not feel like you can't do this. Everybody starts somewhere. All you gotta do is just start. You got this, okay? Like, I was there. I had no idea what kind of workouts worked for me. It's taken me, I feel like, 6 years to finally figure out what works for my body and what kind of workouts work for me, what kind of foods work for me, because what may work for the next person will probably more than likely not work for you. That's why I always say try to figure out what works for you. Everything's a trial and error. A lot of these workouts I've kind of taken from bits and pieces from my past and noticed that these little things here or there, like, oh, okay, this works for me. Oh, okay, this works for me. And I put them all together. Yeah, it's taken me this long to figure that out. So I'm here to say you will not know overnight. It's not something that you just automatically figure out. You just kind of have to enjoy the journey and figure out what works best. So that concludes my weekly gym routine. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the thumbs up button and go ahead and subscribe for more videos like these. And let me know down below what kind of workouts that you do. And if you seen a workout or was interested in a workout within this video, let me know. Will you add it to your routine or will you not? And if you already do these workouts, how did you come about this workout? Like, I want to know. I'm curious. Let me know. But yeah, if you guys like this video, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button and subscribe for future videos. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.